was airbags. Because we all know what airbags are.
Oh, I hate airbags. Oh, just let me die in peace.
Wait, did we?
Somebody want
Get
to
out
do
of my room, you're being such an airbag.
What does that even mean?
All right,
The
Zach,
yeah.
thing.
be on a bit of a roll. Pretty eager to talk about your hatred for airbags. So how about you make the non sequitur this time?
And so that's why I learned that four-wheel drive in a crowd is extremely useful. Anyways, we're going to be talking about airbags today.
Indeed.
Airbags! Woo! You can turn them on, or you can turn them off.
All I know is that when you hit
Can you?
something really, really
Oh, you can actually, yes. In
they-
my old car and my grandpa's pickup, there was a switch you could turn with the key, and you could turn on the passenger airbag if you wanted.
Yeah, I think it's just the passenger side, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you can
So you can just be like, you look over your passenger. Yeah, you're dying today. You just turn it off. What are they going to do? They don't have a key.
They can't turn it back
Dad, are
up.
we there yet? You just slowly lean over and turn off their airbag.
Pipe up again, and we're going straight into that pole. And one of us
See a
isn't
semi
coming out.
up.
Oh no, I'm crossing the median.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry we
A
cut you off
tanker.
there,
Oh,
Cameron.
wow.
What were you saying?
I don't even remember.
Perfect. Oh my.
He doesn't remember because he didn't have his airbag turned on.
So why do you like or dislike airbags, Max?
Oh, I don't really like or dislike them. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
They're pretty cool, you know. I could take them or leave them, but mainly I take them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mainly take them, you know.
So-
I also don't really have a choice. It's kind of regulated, but
Yeah, what like does the same go for seatbelts, or are you like an avid I cut my seatbelts in half?
oh
Or-
no, we actually my grandpa, because you know he grew up when seatbelts weren't really a thing, and he just drove
Yeah.
farm trucks all day. He was always super terrible about his seatbelt. My siblings and I spent our entire childhood, whenever we would drive with him, nagging him to put on his seatbelt because he never wore his seatbelt. So he basically, I'm pretty sure he only ever wore it when we were around, and he'd always put it on when we were there because otherwise we'd nag him. And the thing that made him start wearing it, even in his old truck that doesn't like beep at him, is that they got a new car that just beeps incessantly if your seatbelt's not plugged in. And that's what it
Yep.
took. It's just beep,
Amazing.
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, that'd be quite annoying.
Yep. So now he wears it all the time. So yeah, we're pretty much seatbelt gang.
A
We were the-
seatbelt gang.
We
Yeah.
were seatbelt police for years and years.
Yeah, I remember my father telling me a story like saying he always wore his seatbelt until they made it a law saying you had to wear it. Then that's when he decided, oh, I guess now is time. Oh, I'll show that.
Dang it!
I will-
Obligatory criminal.
Yeah, I'll take my seatbelt and not wear it. Yeah.
Oh, it's mandatory. I'll show you. Dies brutally in a car crash.
No, he hasn't died. Because this was
I'm
before
aware,
I was alive. There'd need to be a lot of explaining. But yeah, now he just wears it like normal. I think it was just a phase.
Stick it to the government by snapping your neck in a high-speed crash.
He
I
never,
win.
he never told me if he did get in a car crash or not.
I can't imagine he's gotten into a very serious one if he's still around.
Okay, you got a
Have
point
you
there.
ever died in a car crash? Well, let me think.
Yeah.
Let's say I have.
Exactly.
It's like that picture of the homework question, or no, it's like a survey question. It's like, have you ever experienced a or how did they word it? It was basically like, have you ever died before? Yes or no? And that was like a question on a survey. It was great.
Have you died before on a survey?
No, the survey just asked, have you ever like died? Like,
Oh.
I think it was like, have you experienced like an accident that resulted in your death? Yes or no?
Well, wasn't there like an actual question in court where the person asked how many times have you committed suicide?
Oh, twice, Your Honor.
They needed to rewrite the question, I think, there.
There's a clip I saw where the judge of the defendant apparently recognized the judge, and so he started yelling at him. And he's like, "You want to go, bro? You want to go?" And then the judge and this poor guy's lawyer, they went out into the hallway and fought each other, like fist fought each other. And the dude's just standing there in handcuffs. He's just like, "Oh no!" Like his singular chance of like, okay, I'm going up to the judge. We're gonna explain my case, and then his lawyer just starts beating the judge, and the judge won too.
Wait, what state? What state is this?
I don't remember. It was probably Florida.
Oh man.
But this dude, he looked so sad. He's like, my lawyer just went to fight the judge, and the judge is the only one that came back.
Yeah,
like the judge just walked back and started like up the case again.
Okay, here we
the
go.
guy is just standing there. I think it ended up getting they like postponed it and he got a new lawyer, but it was great.
That other guy
Two
probably got
go
sentenced for
out,
something.
one comes in. I think they both got fired eventually, but
What? That judge got fired? What do you mean?
well, yeah, because the one guy was like, "You want to go?" He's like, "Oh, you want to go?" And they both went out into the hallway and punched each other.
Yeah,
it was basically. I think
would...
it was like in proper whatever
procedure.
Not. Yeah. It was not supposed to happen. Basically, I'm not good with words tonight. It was against procedure.
Against
to go and
procedure.
beat up the defendant's judge.
It was against the code.
Well, naturally, something like that probably is against the code.
Yeah.
Well, actually, something like that is against the code. That's what you sounded like, Riley.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, right. It's perfectly clear on my end.
I thought I have my power setting different tonight.
You're
So
all sounding like that to me.
okay.
Oh snap! Everyone sounds perfectly
Like,
fine to me. Even you.
everybody was fine, and then you did that, and really confused me.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, he's okay. He's mic dead."
I was gonna ask if your mic's okay. Oh, I'm glad you're just trying to make fun of me. That's always good to know.
Oh, Riley, I gotta mention, I was kind of dying in my bed watching you play that Tetris game. Because like the whole tower, you're just like, ah.
Oh my gosh, the single player is brutal. I didn't even get half. No, I did get halfway done, but holy crap!
Tricky Towers.
Yes, Tricky Towers. I did the single player
now
on
you're
my
like
live stream.
playing Tetris 99.
No, I think I do a little better on Tetris 99. I wouldn't be complaining as much. Oh, I got stuck on a puzzle for at least like 20 minutes. It was tragic.
I didn't. I like saw it happening, and then I was scrolling through the feed, and then I scrolled back up, and it was still that level. And then a little while later, it was still that level, and then I just ended up watching it. And you got it eventually.
Yeah, he joined in and made fun of me, gave me all the tips to get good.
Yeah, I basically said I would have just, I would have simply won the game if I was there.
Likely.
Like that one stream I did about Dark Souls 3 trying to kill that one boss took me like an hour.
Yeah. The Mimic, or is it a different one?
No, it was me.
Yeah, the
I
one
was fighting
one that Austin actually did.
I was fighting the Lothric princes.
Yeah. He wanted to wait like until he beat the boss before we ended the podcast.
Oh,
that
was
died.
That was a different one.
And then he
that was a
died,
different
so we
thing.
ended the podcast. And then, like, not long after that, he actually beat the boss on the attempt after the podcast ended.
That wasn't even a boss. That was just like a random. It was like a mini boss.
It was a random encounter. It was just a random schmo on the street that you said,
What
"I'm gonna go
they
fight this
were-
guy." It's just like the judge.
'Twas not a boss, but rather a really tough enemy.
The most
It's like a mini
memorable.
boss.
Akin to there, you know how like the guys you came across at the beginning of the game are like the Goombas of this game. Well, these guys are like the Hammer Bros of this game. You get me?
These guys are like the flying Bowsers that one-shot you no matter what power you're on, and then you have to hit them 20,000 times before it dies. That's the type of guy it is.
Okay, you just finished the tutorial. Go fight God.
They're like the moving bullet bill dispensers that crush you if they get too
Oh my
close.
gosh, crushing deaths, very brutal.
According to MatPat, that's one of the reasons why Mario is a sociopath, because he stomps on the Goombas.
He stomps on the Goombas, and then he's got mad Goomba killing fever degree. Yeah.
God, imagine if he did a game theory on CS:GO. Oh, those people are sociopaths. Spend all day killing other people.
So
They're mass
Do you know?
murderers.
You want to hear some names that he compared Mario to in that theory?
sure.
He compared him to the Joker. He compared him to Hannibal Lecter. Those are the only two I remember.
Well, you know,
But there were
Mario does eat mushrooms that look very poisonous and probably are hallucinogenic.
They make him grow
Are
big and
we sure
strong,
that
Riley.
he eats them though?
That's true.
Oh
They
yeah,
just fall on
we
his head.
never do get to see him eat those mushrooms. He just kind of grabs them.
It just,
like,
Maybe
when
he absorbs them through his skin.
it's just a fusion.
Like when he obtains the leaf power up, I don't think he eats the leaf. That
Yeah, and the tail thing.
is the leaf.
Yeah, that's the leaf.
Oh, that's the leaf. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A flower.
yeah, fire flower, the boomerang
Ice
flower,
flower.
yeah, ice flower,
There's a boomerang
the
flower.
bee power up.
Yeah, there's
a bee power up.
Are you
Oh
guys
yeah,
even playing
Galaxy 2 had
Mario
a bee
anymore?
power up.
Which Mario game?
What in what had what? Which Mario game for what?
Yeah, Austin asked, are we playing Mario anymore? Which Mario game?
Exactly. In general.
In general? You know what? You raise a good point. Not. I haven't played Mario in a while.
I haven't played it in a while either, but that's because I've been busy with work stuff. And I
got-
haven't been in the right vibe for Mario. So.
I got 3D All Stars. I played that for a bit in November.
Yeah, I beat Super Mario 64 in 3D All Stars.
I did too.
100%.
I did not beat it 100%.
Yeah, because you're a pussy.
I've played the original Mario, and then on Riley's Game Boy, I played, I think it was like Mario Color or something like that. And that's the only Marios I've ever played.
Mario Color.
Or I don't know, it was like the on the Color Game Boy, that Mario.
Mario Color. Oh my gosh. That was probably.
I played it on the
Super
German
Super Mario
field
Island
trip.
or something.
I couldn't tell you.
Yoshi's
Super
Island.
Mario Land.
No. Maybe it was Super Mario Bros. 3.
Mario Bros. 3 wasn't on the Game
No.
Boy.
What's
Mario Land was.
It might have been Mario Land then. I don't know.
It was the one that had the. Hold on, I'm looking at images here.
It's got the leaf. I'm trying to think. It's got grassy terrain, and then there's also an ocean.
It's got Mario.
It's got Mario
that's-
in it.
that's what
You
it
can switch
has.
to Luigi.
I don't even know if you can switch to Luigi in Mario Land.
In I think one of the first levels, you can get a Yoshi. I could just go grab my Game Boy stash. You know what? I could go do that. Okay, Game Boy stash achieved. Just let me find this elusive Mario game. Okay. Here, everything fall to the floor. Something terribly went wrong. Okay.
What?
Looking for a Mario game.
Uh, we have a slight problem.
But what's
I actually can't remember if I'm thinking. I know I've played Mario on your Game Boy, but I actually don't remember if the one I remember playing is the one I played on your Game Boy or the one I played on my graphing calculator. I
whole thing
genuinely
is
can't
mute.
remember which game I'm remembering. So I at first I was like, oh yeah, that's the one I played on his Game Boy. But now I'm questioning if that's actually the one I played on my calculator.
I don't think
And I have no idea.
is
Super Mario World. That's the one I was. Super Mario Advance 2. That's the Game Boy game I have. There we go.
That sounds like a bootleg.
No, that's a legit game. Oh shoot, I forgot something. Totally
What'd
legit.
you say it was called?
Super Mario World. Super Mario World, and then Super Mario Advance 2. Tiny Tech.
Oh yeah, this one. I remember this. So yeah, I was correct. The one I was thinking of was the one I played on my graphing calculator, but I do remember playing this one as well.
I mean, it's the Game Boy Advance, not the Game Boy. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know my Nintendo.
You don't know your Nintendo?
It's all Game Boys to me. Just like it's all
always
Xboxes
Nintendo. Go play on your
Wait,
Nintendo.
It's all PS2, PS1, PS4, PSP. Doesn't matter. It's all PlayStation.
I remember when I was getting the Wii U for a while ago, and my mom's like, "I don't know why you want a Wii on yourself." It's just like it's what I don't know why she said that. I'm like, Mom, it's called the Wii U. I know what you said, but it's disgusting, Riley. Yeah.
I feel like it was probably her messing with you.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. That's where I get part of my humor from. My parents.
That explains a lot.
But then my parents also think I'm kind of weird. You know, when you just start laughing to yourself when nobody else is around and it's pitch quiet, that doesn't make sense. When it's really quiet,
you just contemplate a pun completely by accident and you burst out laughing.
I've done that in the past, but normally when I do, like when I'm thinking, if I just think of like what was funny in the past and then I just start re-laughing at that moment.
Kind of like when Max remembered stamps.
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 Oh my gosh. Oh, I should go listen back to that, but oh, so much stuff.
Indeed.
Yeah, Baroonies.
Hmm.
So I was just went back and edited podcast 10, so I'm already that far behind, and it was the one that Max was talking about his amazing animation stuff.
Oh yeah,
I talked about Boxman Steve.
Yeah, so I was wondering, I guess, any updates on that?
No.
Yeah, so I've actually got plans. The goal is to finish. So what I decided to do is there was a book that I wanted to write for this idea that I've like slowly made up stuff for over the years, and I've decided I'm going to instead take the book idea because I have the whole outline of it written up, and I'm going to split it up into like episode things and then animate them. And so the plan is, I haven't decided what's going to go in the first episode exactly, but the plan is to animate the whole first episode by the end of the summer.
Okay.
And I came up with a neato way to animate the people because I've still haven't animated before, so I certainly don't have the skills to just animate a person freehand.
You can do freehand. It'll be fine.
I could. It would just look really bad. So the plan is just to record myself doing whatever it is I want the characters to do, and then I can import the video into Blender and then
Amazing.
trace the character's weight on top of what the video is doing. So it'll look human, but it'll be.
How you're going to
So are you gonna wear like the green suit?
mocap suit? Come on.
Nope. It's how I'm gonna get around to not having a mocap suit or a green screen. Is that I'm just gonna essentially trace the video.
That's gonna be hard because you're gonna be tracing a 3D element on a 2D plane, kind of.
It wouldn't be too difficult.
As long as I have
The basic
The-
motions, I guess.
Most modeling involves having a 2D reference or two in the background anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I get closer to the camera, it's just I'm bigger, and then I just have to match up the character to it.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be an interesting
not
process.
Yeah, it's not a perfect process, but it's certainly the best I can think of
A
for
starting.
the system I have.
Yeah.
I also really want to get a new graphics card because there's a spaceship that I modeled for the first episode, and I was like, I just kind of want to get a nice, rendered view of the whole thing. So I animated a super terrible camera path that kind of goes around it and then goes inside of it. And it took 26 hours to render.
Oh shoot!
And it's just the spaceship. There's nothing in the background, so it doesn't have to render anything other than just the spaceship. Like if there's all of the area around it on the screen is just it instantly renders it because it's blank. It's not even black. It's just blank. And it still took over a day. And
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff like volumetrics, and I didn't have any textures loaded at the time either.
That's rough.
So it would take like a month to render an episode probably. So probably even longer. So I'm going to start saving up and use
What if
some
you
birthday stuff for a new graphics
what
card.
if you take this idea and turn it into a video game at some point?
I actually
Oh.
considered that. I considered teaching myself C++, C Sharp, and making it in Unity.
Oh, C-sharp.
But both of those would require a lot of modeling for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that
And
would.
I'd rather further my skills in Blender and make it like a cool animated thing than trying to make a game. So
Or no.
Start like
so that's the plan.
you can start with the basics. I did have a question for your rendering. Can you just do like chunks and then like put the chunks together at a later point so it won't take as long?
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'll do. But it's just that it's still gonna take forever.
Gotcha. Each section's gonna be like a whole day.
Oh God, yeah.
And then actually starting and you can't do anything while it's rendering, I'm assuming. And then if it fails, you gotta
Actually,
restart.
surprisingly, I was able to do school and Zoom and everything while it was going
Wow.
away. If I was rendering on the CPU, it might bog it down a bit.
Gotcha.
But I upgraded the CPUs what I do, for school doesn't require really much processing graphically.
The school
It's
didn't
just
give
Chrome.
you the school didn't give you a laptop or anything?
Wait, your school gave you a laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, no. My school said in the pamphlet, yeah, you're going to want to buy a laptop. And this was like, mind you, this was pre-COVID 2 years ago.
Oh.
Like, yeah, you're going to want a laptop.
Yeah, we got a laptop pre-COVID as well. Like
I didn't
it's
get a laptop
it's
pre-COVID.
with
I was
the
told to buy one.
like we still have to buy it, but they give us the laptop and we buy it over the 4 years we're here.
Oh, dang. No, they just said
Um,
they've got some Macs in the bookstore that are extremely expensive, and they're like, yeah, but you're going to want a laptop, so buy.
It's so harsh.
Yeah. I have moved over to my PC though, so I actually haven't used my laptop in a couple weeks because it's just faster to use. I got a webcam for my PC, so I just use it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It is. I just didn't have desk space to be like, I'd plop laptop down, go to class, finish class, close laptop, open up Blender and do stuff. It's like, well, if I just got a webcam, I can just do everything on my PC and I never have to set up my laptop.
I was just thinking that you could render stuff while you're on your zooming and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could. Yeah,
You
I'm
just
not
have,
sure.
You just have to look like you're busy though. Like just
Yeah.
paying attention. You gotta
No.
you gotta like focus in, but it's an art.
I'm really understanding every sixth word that I hear from you.
Then you start freaking out. Because something went wrong with the blender.
Yeah. Oh god, it corrupted. Ah! I lost 36 hours of red. Damn it.
The teacher would like, "Oh, are you okay over there?" "Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah."
not okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully getting a new graphics card that'll be. I went and did some benchmarking. The one I want to get is 260% faster than my current one.
Ooh,
And
nice.
what about the price?
I want to get
though?
a 30. It's $500. I want to get a 3070.
Okay,
They're a little hard to find right now, but you know.
they the brand new ones.
Yeah, it's the 30 series.
I don't know the series. I know I may look like a computer geek.
30, 30,000. I don't know. It's. I don't know what they refer to it to. I was just looking today. I think it's called the 30 series, but there's a 30, 60, 70, 80, and 90, I believe. And the 3080 is like $800, and it's only a little bit better benchmark wise than the 3070. So I'm just gonna get the 3070.
So I bet you're wondering what the news is on Boxman Steve.
Yes.
What is the news on Boxman Steve?
Well, I figured out what direction I wanted to go with Boxman Steve.
Oh.
And I'm thinking a series of songs which detail numerous wacky, zingy adventures that Boxman Steve has gone on over.
Are you going to be singing these? Like right now?
Yeah. Not right now. I haven't thought of it. Thought of the whole melody.
Figure it on the spot. Go, 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 go.
Well, like, okay, let me get a moment to briefly remember. No, this is going to be a rough, very, very, very rough draft of what I've got so far.
Gotcha.
But I'm trying to remember the portion of like his debut sample, the first song that's going to introduce him and establish everything that Boxman Steve is about and represents. Hey there, baby. Oh yeah, that's right. You must be new here tonight. Yeah. Now let loose with me on the dance floor. You'll have the time of your life. Yeah, I know it's easy to see. That's right, baby. I am Dance King Supreme. Yeah. Now take it from me. Yeah, let's go. You'll be a part of the team. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the next part. Yeah.
That's really good.
Not bad, not gonna lie.
I could just imagine him like
probably the entire men's choir.
Oh yikes! Max said he's better than the entire men's choir.
Like unironically, like literally.
Yeah.
Austin, what have you been up to?
It's time to
not a whole lot.
DJ
Awesome.
Alright. Yeah, I remembered that next part. Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry about that. Continue. Sorry. Where were we? Not much. That's what I heard.
Ooh, I can show you a render of the spaceship because I did a render of it this morning. Hee hee. Boom.
Oh snap.
Ooh, that's very nice.
It's based off of a, what is it? It's like
Okay.
I think either 50s or 70s aircraft that was.
Ed, so do you wanna give like a verbal description for all the amazing podcast listeners?
Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, so quite simply, imagine like a glass sphere that you sit inside of, and then there's a ring that goes around it. You can't quite see it in the picture, but the ring has like a big fan blade that spins around it.
Yeah.
And then it can rotate. So you essentially lift off like a helicopter in your glass ball with like a propeller ring around it, and then it's like those military aircraft. Then it'll rotate forwards, and now it's like a propeller, and then you fly forwards. And it's based off of an actual design that almost worked. In real,
Nice.
Yeah, they had a really hard time landing it,
I guess,
the real one, because it was all fixed.
Like, what's the size of the sphere? Like, how many people can you hold in this sphere?
There's a little chair there if you can see it in the part that's sticking down.
So I thought that was
one person.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was just steps to get up.
Done yet? Oh no! It when it lands, the bottom of it like lowers down.
Okay,
and then
so
you
this is a one-person spaceship.
Yes, a little one-person reconnaissance craft.
Gotcha. Is that supposed to hold a person, or is it supposed to hold the robot? Or robot?
It's person. A person. Or I mean, if it was a humanoid robot, it could fit in there.
Gotcha.
So what is propelling exactly?
Hold on, let me get a better view.
There's supposed to be a spinny thing between the hamster ball.
Yeah, but don't you need like a center, like a central axis for it to spin? And wouldn't that be like where the person is sitting?
The blade will just cut it. It's fine.
The person doesn't need to be alive to land it.
That's why he's a robot.
I removed the glass because the real-time rendering doesn't like glass, but this is when it's like in flying mode.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I see why you have the hamster ball, so that you can always just move it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You can move it and still see.
It's strange, but I just was sitting in bed, and I was like, oh, this would be a cool... It literally was just, I was like, oh, a ball with a ring. That would be a cool design.
Yes, amazing.
A ball with a ring.
High tech.
I couldn't sleep, and I scribbled it out on a sticky note, and then went to bed, and then made it the next morning. And I've just been working on it all weekend.
Yeah. I like the backdrop.
Thank you. It's an H. If you ever get a chance, HDRI Haven and Texture Haven are just the gift that keeps on giving.
I guess, yeah, are you going like very big for the first episode, I guess, like with giant environments and whatnots, or what's your plan? Like how long is the episode supposed to be, I guess?
I have no idea. I know I want to start it out
as long as it needs to be.
In terms of like the book as a whole, or the whole storyline, it technically is going to start like a little ways in, and then I'll slowly over time add more, story to it.
Wait, so do you have the book, like, I guess a draft of the book then, as like the outline?
I have like 12 pages of the book written, and then I have the whole outline of the book written up already from the past with like the character details and stuff.
That's cool.
So I'm basically just adapting it into what do I want to have in each episode, and I'll change things here and there to kind of fit with what I'm able to do in Blender. Because some things, there's a couple of scenes that I have planned out and ideas I have of how to essentially make things look nice while hiding the things that I am not capable of doing in Blender, and having like views that hide the stuff I can't do. So there's, I know a couple of scenes I want to have, but other than that, I really haven't planned it out yet. That really is my summer project. So
gotcha. I've got one question about this spaceship. Let's hear it. On the chair, you got the top little lamp thing, and is that supposed to be hanging down from it like a mirror so you can see behind you? Or what is that?
That is, I haven't made it yet, but it's going to be kind of a little information panel.
Okay, I was going to say, if that's a mirror, it's not doing a good job because there's a giant thing in the back that's like going to block the whole mirror.
Or you could just turn your head and it's all glass.
Yeah.
And just look behind you.
Okay, but yeah, if it's informational panel, makes more
it's
sense.
Also it's heavily inspired by oh god, I just forgot the name of the movie. It's a movie Tom Cruise was in.
Tom Cruise. I think I know what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about. They have like did they have like water windmill kind of things?
Yeah, with like the weird building that's way up in the clouds.
Yeah.
That one. Windmill. You mean a watermill?
No, it's a windmill on the water.
Yeah, a watermill.
It's no. It's not like the water's not the one that's pushing it.
Oblivion,
It's
that's what
it's
it
the
is.
it's the wind is still pushing the blades. It just sits on like a platoon or not platoon.
Plateau.
Plateau.
It sits on a plateau.
I don't know what they're called, but it's like a buoy. So it's above the water, and the air goes through it, and it's like a horizontal windmill kind of thing. So, or not horizontal, vertical. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's not the windmill, but
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's the movie Oblivion, and this is
Yeah.
it was inspired quite a bit by this spaceship as well.
okay,
Or I guess this isn't a spaceship, but
that the helicopter.
yeah, the weird plane copter thingy majig.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. How old is that movie now?
Oh god, let me look up.
It's probably a bad question to ask. Oh no. I want to say it's like
Oh
close
man,
to
Tom Cruise,
2013.
it must be pretty old.
I wanted to say it was 2013, but I could be like really off.
It is 2013. You are right on the nose.
Oh, I'm amazing.
Nice.
I don't know when I saw it though. Oh, that's still so old. Oh, it's 8 years.
Yeah, someone called me out because I said something was really old because it was from quote. I said quote the early 2000s. It was something from like 2008, and they're like, "That's not really old." And I just looked at them like, "Oh, yeah, you're old."
Oh yeah, just trying to like figure out when things came out, and then it's always a bad question.
Like the fact that something that came out in 2000 it's 20 years old.
21 years old. now.
21, yeah. 2 decades.
And then that's older
Yeah.
than me.
That's also
It came out in 2000, and I'm only 20.
Wow, look at that.
You know, Austin, no one asked.
Oh,
You think I may have asked, but that was fake.
I think the GameCube came out in 2000, I believe, and then
yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Either 2000 or 2001.
2001.
came out in
I just looked it
2001.
up. Yep. I did a speed Google.
A speed Google. I should know these things. I know
Yeah,
Mario
yeah, I
Sunshine came
know.
out in 2002.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
I
the one
know. I knew it was 2001 because I had a feeling it was 2001 because like a lot of the GameCube's launch titles were released that year.
I guess I might just be thinking of like the demo for it was probably in 2000.
Yeah, like back when it was known as the Dolphin or
Dolphin.
Project Dolphin or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of GameCube games had Dolphin stuff because of that.
Yeah. You don't see that too often now. Like what's
No,
'cause now they all know what it's
I mean
called.
the demo version of the
Xbox.
Switch before people knew it as a Switch was known as the NX.
Oh, that's true. Was that ever
I don't
official
know.
though? Did they officially say it was the
I
NX?
think it was. I don't know.
And just think about some like Xbox. I'm trying to think if there's any Xbox code names like that you could think of.
I doubt it.
It's just like Xbox 2 or something, and then it turned out to be Xbox 360.
Sphere.
X-Sphere? Oh.
Xbox 2 times
X triangle. X squared. Oh my.
Microsoft needs to learn how to count. They're really bad at it.
Yeah, they go from Xbox 360, Xbox One to what are they at now? Xbox One Series X.
Something like that.
This is yeah, and I thought the Wii U was a bad name.
That is Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows 10.
Nobody talks about
Yeah.
Windows 8.
It was around for like 2 months and then it was gone.
It's because it was bad. It's like, oh, this is going to
It's so
help
bad.
everybody with their touch screens, and then everybody's like, we don't
Guys.
have touch screens.
What if we made an OS for touchscreens, but put it on every single non-touchscreen computer there is? That'll be amazing.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think they always.
Someone got fired for that.
I think they skip like the number 9 because it's
Somebody
like a
got
bad
the
omen
business
in
from
China.
Bill Gates that day.
Yeah, it's like I think the reason they skip 9 is because I think it's a bad omen in China. Like the same reason they'd probably skip number 13 because it's a bad omen here.
Well, did they skip the number 4? Because that's a bad omen in Japan.
Well, they started with what, Windows 98, and then they went XP, Vista. So yes, and then they went to 7. A lucky number.
All right, fair enough.
So
And then it all went downhill
Like,
from
all right, guys, 1
yeah,
through 6 bad numbers. Okay, those numbers equals bad. The number 4 is in there. That's a bad number in Japan. I don't know what any of the other numbers means, but I don't care. We're skipping the lucky 7.
going to the 7s, everyone. Yeah, but they can't do Windows 98 anymore. So if they get up to 97, better hope people don't go to Windows 98.
Microsoft number 97. They're like, ah, shit. We already have a 98.
Yeah,
I'll have a Windows
Made in
9.
1998. Dude, that was like 2,000 years ago. What the hell?
that reminds me of a conversation I had with Jared. He was talking about Mario Kart, saying they can't have a Mario Kart 64 anymore because that was like their first one. So if they get up to 64 iterations, they'll have to skip Mario Kart 64.
Hey, that's what you get when every game on your system names itself after the system.
Yeah.
In some way. Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Mario Kart 64. No, one
Super
of the
Smash
only
Bros.
games I could. There aren't many games that I can think of which didn't have the 64 moniker. There was
That's true.
Banjo Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, the Mario Party series that didn't have a 64.
I think they want to do the 64 because, people are already on the fence of which games went with which consoles. So, if you just said 64 goes with 64, blammo, it works. I think they did that with the Super NES as well.
Yeah. So they don't wind up buying a Sega Genesis and buy a bunch of NES games like, it's not working.
It doesn't fit. Where's the disc tray?
Grabs
You
a
guys
Sega
seen that?
Saturn, but only bought GameCube games. Well, the disc isn't big enough. The disc is too small.
Oh. Yeah, they didn't really name stuff after the GameCube.
No, that's because they realized that. Oh,
Just
yeah,
stupid.
we brand the shit on the cover of the box, anyways.
But then
There's
they
no
brought
point.
it back with Wii. They did a Mario Kart Wii. They do stuff with the DS, and they do
yeah,
stuff
they
with
did.
the Wii U. They haven't done anything with Switch yet, except make everything deluxe because it's a port from the Wii U.
I was gonna say, except ports everything.
Yeah.
Look, guys,
But
here's
to
our
be
300
But
ported
to be
game.
fair, the ports were usually better than the originals because if it
Yeah.
was the original that had DLC, it came with the DLC.
I-
And in the case of Pikmin 3, actually, added some shit.
It was still
So
a
it's
little
more of an
disappointing,
enhanced
though.
port.
Just a little.
But then again, Pikmin 3 Deluxe did stuff which I didn't like.
Oh my
so,
gosh, the lock-on mechanic.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, when you're in the formidable oak or whatever it's called, and I'm trying to do the strat where you home all 10 of your wing Pikmin onto Olimar to carry him through the thing.
And then walk up
it
the wall.
only does 5 because it only charges the bare minimum and no more than that.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
It's tad annoying. Just a tad. It's actually really annoying, but it's fine. It's all fine.
It just works.
Yeah, well, we work with it. It doesn't work. Like half the time if you charge stuff, they'll just go straight past it. I don't know why. Oh well, I still love this series. It's great. I really wish if they do another sequel that they'll add like the not the charge mechanic, but like the C stick from the GameCube. You know that like
Dude, I would love the swarm to come back.
Yeah, I really miss that in Pikmin 3.
Yeah, me too. Like in hindsight, the swarm isn't as good as the charge. No, the charge is more efficient, but the swarm's fun.
The swarm's more
fun to play around with.
You want fun is better than efficiency, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, you know why the Pikmin stopped tripping in Pikmin 2? No.
This is more fun.
Because that was
not
fun.
Fun for the viewers to watch all the Pikmin trip and fall off cliffs.
Oh, he died.
I had an idiot Pikmin throw a bomb at a Wollywog, and as he threw the bomb in the air, he ran into the trajectory of the bomb, so he blew himself up.
99% of the time, my idiot Pikmin are the ones carrying bomb rocks.
Oh, good old George carrying the bomb rock again. Didn't George die last week? Yeah, this be new George.
Why do you think I have so much trouble with the Emperor Bulblax's fight? The yellow Pikmin either just stand there doing fuck all, or they throw it away from the Bulblax.
You just make them become a sacrifice. You just throw them out there and just let them be eaten.
I try that, but then the Bulblax jumps up in the air and crushes them instead.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that phase 2 stuff. Oh. Yeah. Good game, by the way. I would recommend playing. If you have like at least 8 hours, you can definitely finish it.
Yeah. Like Pikmin 2 is like the only Pikmin game I say is actually really long.
Yeah, holy crud, if you're trying to fill out the whole thing, man, man.
Going 100%, that's like a solid 40-hour game or so. Like all Piclopedia entries, done. Treasure Hoard, done. That basically covers the basis.
Slap Louie in the face a few times, done.
If you want to get super 100%,
challenge mode.
Like yeah, I did that.
I did it as well.
I got all purples in challenge mode.
I did as well. It's not as bad as one thinks. You don't have to collect all the treasure. You just have to make sure nobody dies, and you just use all your potions.
Yeah. Like
gotta use the potions.
Like there was, like, I don't remember what it was called, but there was a challenge mode level which like had the Manette legs.
Oh yeah.
Like after 2 floors, or I think it was just 1 floor with 3 Gatling groinks. And you only have like 10 of each Pikmin to work with. And the Manette legs was in the water, I'm pretty sure too. So
maybe. I'm trying to remember if that
one wasn't fun. No, I tried going for all treasures on that one, but I gave up really quickly. I'm like, okay, you know what? New plan, new strats. Okay, I'm going to find the Gatling Groink, which is holding the goddamn key, and I'm bringing that bitch back to the ship, and I am jumping straight to the next floor because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Dude, I used my purple potions immediately because I don't want to bother carrying the Groinks back.
Yeah.
It's like, it'd be because them being walking fish which shoot grenades at you is one thing, but then they come back to life if you leave them alone for too long.
But they play possum.
Yeah, the ball bears are also a similar kind of bitchy. In addition to being like roided up bulborbs, they also come back to life only in Pikmin 2. They got rid of that shit in Pikmin 3. Because they're like, yeah, because like the ball bear walks around already. Okay, it doesn't sleep. It walks around, and it has a bunch of ball bear babies following it around. So they're like, you know what? Maybe we don't need this guy to come back to life after he dies.
Oh. Anyways, switching the topic for everybody. Let's let's go around and talk about how we came up with our usernames. I don't know, that just came into my head.
All right.
All
Well, I'll start with mine.
Go for it.
It initially was MechamanW6 because, like, I forget how it happened,
You just
but
like Mega Man?
I was on YouTube or something, and I learned about Mega Man. Like, oh, Mega Man!
Oh!
Oh,
You gotta have
Well,
the
I
high
mean
pitched
a
voice.
Mega Man, which I totally know everything about. Oh boy, I'm gonna name myself after it. And that's how MechamanW6 came into play.
But
And then,
what's the W6 though?
fast forward a few years, a lot of my MechamanW6 accounts I couldn't remember the passwords to, so I'm like, shit. Well, I need a backup. MechamanW6.
That's great.
And then that kind of became the default after a while. So now whenever I'm logging on to like an older account of mine, like my Minecraft account, I'm like, whoa, what? MechamanW6?
So
Oh yeah, that's what I used to be.
that's kind of funny.
I also bought like the entire the original 6 Mega Man. No, the original 8 Mega Man games for the NES. And I've only played like 3 of them once because they were too hard.
But so what's the W6 part? Was that just some extra add-on or any reason?
That's just flavor. That's just extra flavor.
Extra
it means
flavor.
nothing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Though I guess you can interpret the 6, being an upside down 9. Because I'm the anti-Riley, basically.
amazing. Riley, where did Riwar9 come from?
Oh, what a great story that is. So I think I created this account when I was 8.
So did I.
So
Actually, mine was probably like 9 or...
My brother kept telling me like, "Oh, you should get an account so you can play like RuneScape." Oh man, gotta get the RuneScape, and I think a World of Tanks I think was the other one as well. But he's like, "Oh, we should create you an account. You can just do like what I did, because he's Convor 90, so you can really see the similarities start to fold out." So I just took the first part of my name, the Rye, and then added the War, and I think he did War because he likes the army and whatnot, and he likes war games, so I'm assuming that's why he had War. So I just copied him. So there's the Rye War, and then I think I did 9 either because I was looking forward to becoming 9 years old, or I was just still copying him and taking his 90 and getting rid of the 0. And the funny part is, now recently I've looked at the account's Rywar, and apparently that's a last name in some country. So if you type in the Google like Rywar, you'll find some Facebook accounts for like Rywar9 that aren't me. It's somebody else, and it's interesting. So,
Rywar, why are you sleeping in class?
But yeah,
Riley, what are you doing in Argentina?
No skip gym class, Rywar. I told you the 1,000th time.
I think it's a last name, but it's probably pronounced differently in a different country as well. I don't know how they would get that last name. But yeah, that's the story of my username. I don't think I've really had another one. So what about
Austin?
Okay, yeah, sure, Austin. I was gonna say Max, but you said it before
I can
me.
go.
Well, there was a game a long time ago. I don't even remember what it was called, but in order to choose a username, you had to choose, it didn't let you put in an actual username. You had to choose, they gave you a list of words for an adjective, names, and then a noun, and then you had to choose from each list and it would put them together to be your username. And this is just what came out of it.
They're great at the same time.
Amazing. Is it because you just liked soggy tacos, or did you have a tragic backstory of a soggy taco? A taco?
A soggy taco ruined my life. It killed my family.
Tripped on a soggy
I like
taco.
tacos, and I don't know, I just thought soggy was funny.
Okay, so you like tacos, thought Soggy was funny.
I had a feeling
Yeah.
that was the general origin behind your name.
Did you have any?
It's not funny, and you like tacos.
Do you have any other alternate accounts, usernames?
I know we called him King Alfredo one time.
I think that's more of a nickname than a username. But
Yeah,
that's
this is it. I don't have anything else.
okay. Okay, Max. What about yourself? You've had a
so
few in the
for-
past.
Yeah, for a really long time, I was called the Mole Rat, and that was because the first device that I ever had as a kid was an iPod, and we were around when Minecraft PE came out, and we were obsessed with that game. And even more backstory is that I used to have this toy cash register, and I would fit an ungodly amount of things somehow into that toy cash register, and so my parents would call me a pack rat, and so that was kind of one of my nicknames, was just the pack rat. And in Minecraft PE, I loved digging, and to this day, when I play Minecraft, my base is always like a mine or something. I dig into a mountain.
Same with
And so I like,
Terraria.
yeah, exactly. And so my siblings were like, "Oh, you just always live in the ground." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like a mole," and mole, and then pack rat, so mole rat. And I was that for a really long time, and then for the last couple years, I've been Co3, or it's technically Co-cubed, and that's a reference to Chess Club. From way back when we were deciding who would be the president and vice president of Chess Club, and it was basically just our group. And I was like, "Well, can't I be like third in command?" And I can't remember who, it might have been Riley. He was like, "Yeah, you can be the third the third, the vice president. So you're the co-leader 3."
That kind of reminds me of back when we were conceptualizing stuff for Yeti Mountain.
Oh man.
Austin, it was me as the head character designer and writer. Riley was co-writer. Gavin's supervisor or something. I don't know what Max was.
I don't remember either.
And Austin
Programmer.
was like, "Oh, cool. What do I do?" And I'm like, well, you could be the story supervisor." And he points his finger at me and nods his head.
There we go.
Yeah, that's all of us. There's definitely a backstory of Jack's different accounts. He has 3 or 4.
I know that Gavin's G-Man came from a nickname his parents gave him.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
Then
I thought it was based on G-Man from Half-Life.
No, I think he found out about G-Man after the fact.
yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Well, we'll let them answer that question at a later point, but I guess let's see. The last name I guess I could think of is our group channel that we're actually on currently.
Can I I have the pleasure?
Yeah, go for
it. Okay, so back when me and Riley was 8 or 9 years old, we watched this fun chap on YouTube known as Sugar Conroy. And through Sugar Conroy, we found out about a group channel he was a part of known as the Runaway Guys. And me and Riley watched that, and we were like, "Yo, this is funny. So we should do this sometime."
This is funny.
Okay, so that's how it sparked. But the Nonchalant Freakouts wasn't always called the Nonchalant Freakouts.
Yeah, you can just listen to the first Let's Play we did. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
For legal reasons.
Before the Nonchalant Freakouts, it was the Notorious Freakouts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But we changed it to Nonchalant because, well, I didn't like the word notorious in there. I felt like Nonchalant worked better.
Didn't Gavin say either Notorious or... I think we had a group meeting. I guess the whole group wasn't there.
We had a meeting over the name change. Or the second name change. I'll get to the first name change.
Gotcha.
Wasn't it Nintendo Freakouts for a while?
You're ruining the story. Jeez, my gosh! Just like you went straight to the end. Oh my gosh! You ripped
Way
to
to
the
ruin
back.
the surprise, Max.
You
Yeah.
ripped like to the back of the page, the book.
But what you might have not have known is, way before the Notorious Freakouts was ever established, now we were known as the Nintendo Freakouts. I don't, because we played a lot of Nintendo back then.
Yeah, it's because Cameron and I played a lot of Nintendo, and we were, well, we're kids, and we have the biggest freakouts.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic.
And then, like, as I got older and began to think about it more, I'm like, wait a second. There's a lot of fun multiplayer games which aren't Nintendo specific. So that's what sparked the first name change to Notorious. And after that, I decided I didn't like Notorious anymore. So we ran up a group meeting, changed it to Nonchalant. That's what we decided on.
Yeah,
and
then I think we biffed it in the playthrough.
First episode of first few episodes of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. No,
I think we were saying,
we kept calling it Notorious Freakouts by accident.
I think at some point I said Nintendo Freakouts as well.
I don't remember that.
I might have. I don't know. We have the video, so we could go back really if we want to. But yeah, that is the history of our group name. Isn't that exciting?
That is very exciting.
Yeah. Amazing. Also, the name change is probably good because if you have Nintendo in the name, you might get flagged more for Nintendo stuff.
An army of lawyers starts marching towards you.
Yeah. It's Nintendo has a weird relationship with YouTube as well. So it's probably for the best. But I still like the good old Nintendo freakouts.
Yeah, sorry, you were talking about Nonchalant Freakouts. I'm like, oh, that's like the most recent name. Did he forget when we were Nintendo?
We were just getting to that. Oh, that's great.
See, I didn't know we were doing everything and then
backwards.
going back to the backstory.
Yeah, I was going to start with the beginning, but Cameron went from top order down.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused.
That's why I roll, bro.
You gotta flip the switch sometimes, just for the fun.
Don't stick your finger in the outlet, though. It hurts.
What? Yeah. What?
Trust me, I've done it before.
Because I always had a feeling.
Appliance, but
My gosh. Sorry. Why did you bring that up? Like,
have I ever told you the story?
No, you haven't told me a story of you jamming your hand into an outlet.
Well, I didn't jam it into an outlet. But I did by proxy because I took apart a mixer.
Gotcha.
I took the buttons off of it, and the buttons just pushed on these little electrical contacts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome to see the gears and the motors in this work without the cover on? I don't have a button though, but like these metal contacts, those are the buttons. So if I just push both of those down with my fingers,
oh no.
Then it'll run. And of course, as you can imagine, it certainly did run for about half a second until I dropped it because I spazzed out after shocking myself. And I never mentioned it to my grandparents because I was at their house and my grandpa always told me, when I take stuff apart, make sure it's not plugged in. And I deliberately plugged it in because I wanted to run it without the cover on.
Wanted to see how it worked.
Yep.
Some things are best left unknown.
I've also been shocked by a welder plug. Like that
doesn't
bigger.
Sound like a good.
It wasn't. It was a little more jolty than the house plug was, and I tasted batteries for about a day and a half.
Oh yikes!
I had been pretty tired before that, and I was not tired after that. I was very awake.
Shit woke me right up.
Yeah, I was cleaning up after shop class, and I was like, oh, let me unplug the welder, and I just wrapped my fingers too far around that plug and touched all the contact.
I was thinking about turning off the saw and laying right on top of the sawing bench for a little bit, but then I accidentally electrocuted myself with the welding plug, and damn, woke me right the hell up,
Who needs coffee when you have a welding plug?
Plasma laser. Is that warm? Let me see.
Oh, yeah, the only time
Blue.
A taser? Well, don't mind if I do.
The only time I can think of being shocked is when I'm just plugging stuff into the outlet. Or, going to touch a metal door handle when I've apparently have electrified myself.
Static.
Yeah, statified.
Those are like the only.
That's the only
there
time
was
I can
one
think.
time when somebody pulled out some trick gum on me in second grade. I'm like,
Trick
oh,
gum.
gum, nice, and it like zapped.
Oh.
It was on April Fool's Day. Known.
Yep, you gotta be careful on those April Fools.
Remember the stupid thing when, like, if you didn't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, people would pinch you? Anyone remember that?
I'm pretty sure that's a culture thing. But yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember always forgetting to wear green, so I always got pinched. And one day, I did remember to wear green, and I got pinched anyways, because they didn't see the green.
See, if they pinch you, that's when you just start punching. Man, if you do everything right, this is how, like, mass murders happen. People get pinched on St. Patrick's Day when they wearing green. They just snap at that point.
I was gonna make a shit like, oh, pinch, you're wearing green. I'm like, yo, bro, check out my kicks. There's green on them. You're like, oh, sorry, man, but now you're like, that's how mass murders get started. Start us off with a pinch, and then you throw a punch back,
no, it's
and
just
then they blow your fucking brains out.
That's not what I meant, but yeah, it's just the little things. If something like makes a person snap after they did everything right, this is why people go crazy at a job as well. They're doing everything right, and then blam, something like the boss comes in and is like, yeah, you did everything wrong, apparently. It's not up to snuff. We just changed everything, and this is all old.
What if Squidward?
I can't burn all the Twinkies.
Can't burn all the Twinkies?
Yeah, go into the back room, and then you just set all the Twinkies on
the
fire.
back room? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I thought the back room was just a thing that people said.
Guys,
I didn't think it actually existed.
What if Squidward finally goes insane and
Just
kills
snaps.
Mr. Krabs?
Oh.
Mr. Krabs, he'll kill SpongeBob way before he kills Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs is giving him money.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's the one driving him crazy. I'm surprised Squidward hasn't left town.
He tried.
He tried a few times. He has
Squidward.
He has like mental problems.
Tentacle Acres.
Yeah.
Stockholm.
And then it turns out he hated it there and
blower.
wanted to go back to SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, he just gets bored too much.
Like if you pay attention, Squidward actually does care about SpongeBob a little bit.
Probably why he stays there.
He just likes being angry.
He's just a tsundere.
He's a what?
A tsundere.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that means.
It's that.
Is he lactose intolerant?
No, it's that thing where
he does lactose.
It's that thing where basically it's like, it's not like I like you or anything, that, but they obviously do. It's when somebody says they don't like you, but no, it's
I've already just that is that they don't like me and then I go away.
Yeah, do people actually say that? Like they specifically go out of their ways to make you feel like a jerk because they like you?
They specifically go out of their way to hurt your feelings and tear down your ego and pride as much as humanly possible. Then
I think I would simply not like them at that
point. Oh my. Oh.
I don't care how hot you are. You be a bitch to me, I be a bitch to you. And that's the way the world works.
Respect, get respect.
That's true.
Gandhi probably said that.
Gandhi said what now?
Give respect, get respect.
Maybe.
Probably one of his quotes.
Maybe. I
I'll
don't
go
know.
talk to him.
I don't know Gandhi personally, and I doubt he
Yeah.
spoke English. So
I'd shoot him a text message. He'd be able to translate it.
okay. He can translate English, but he can't speak English.
Well, no, he'd translate and then send me a text, and then I translate it.
Oh, so you just like use Google
Riley,
Translate?
we have technology.
Oh, wait, isn't Gandhi dead? I'm pretty sure he's dead at this point.
No.
Nah, he's still.
I saw him at McDonald's like 2 weeks ago.
I mean,
Isn't
He asked for a Gandhi burger, and they
Gandhi
thought he was
burger?
homeless, and they sent him away.
but I know a Gandhi when I see one, and that was Gandhi.
Well, I guess yeah, there could be a person named Gandhi.
That'd be a fun prank. Just go around calling everyone Gandhi.
Well, April 1st is coming up,
Oh shoot, it is.
so if
My name is Gandhi.
Sorry. That I don't think he meant that. Oh my
I am
gosh.
Gandhi. I come back from the dead.
Oh my goodness. So wait, are you calling
Bring
yourself?
a word of peace yet a second time, or something like that.
So
I'm Gandhi.
Max, are you going to pretend to be Gandhi, or are you calling everybody Gandhi?
No, you go up to as many people as you can. Like, are you Gandhi? Oh my god, you look just like Gandhi. Oh my god.
Namaste, namaste, Gandhi.
That sounds like a perfect way to get punched in the face several times.
No,
Go up
Gandhi
to-
would never do
Go up
that.
to like a very beautiful
Yes,
woman.
exactly.
like,
You're right.
Hey Gandhi, how's it going? I feel like it's a good way to get a firm kick in the balls.
Well, Gandhi was skinny, so that they got that right.
Yeah, but he was also bald and old.
He was bald. Well, not his entire life. He wasn't old his entire life. Was he bald?
When people think of Gandhi, they usually think of when he's bald and old and skinny and wearing like towels and shit.
Wearing towels. I'm pretty sure he wore clothes, if not a robe.
They kind of look like towels.
Spiritual robes.
Everything looks like towels when you think about it. Give me anything. Give me any object.
Surfboard.
Yep. I've put some glue on some towels and kind of lay them on the floor. Boom, surfboard.
Okay. Wait, is it something you have to wear or?
No, it doesn't matter. Anything.
Okay. I guess. A figurine.
Boom, put a towel over the figurine. Boom,
Just put
basically.
the towel. A mirror. A mirror. Do a mirror.
You polish a towel.
You polish a towel,
Of course.
but you're not going to see your reflection in
If
this.
you can polish poop, you can polish a towel.
You're gonna. Okay.
Can't be too hard.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. What about? Okay. Challenge. I guess. What about like a power outlet?
Well, I mean, you just shove a towel in there and bam, it's a towel.
You just shove a towel at it. It looks like a towel.
Right, like you put a towel over something, and it kind of looks like that thing under a towel, so it's basically a towel.
Oh my. Don't actually put a towel over an electrical thing, especially if it's a wet towel, because that would be.
No, I was
even
about
worse.
to say you have to put a wet towel over it.
No.
Don't
That's
put
just-
a dry towel because it's not as fun. You have to put a wet
Yo,
towel.
That's just asking
like-
to be electrocuted at that
Yo,
point.
that just made me like think of like an insane matchup: Towel Man versus Light Switch. Who would win?
Dies instantly.
Dude, the moment those
be a
two
wet towel, though.
unstoppable forces make contact with each other,
That's why
the entire world
it's dry.
gets eviscerated from existence. Oh yeah, Austin wasn't there for Towelman's amazing stuff.
Ultra Turbo Turning Fighter Plus.
Super Ultra Turbo Turning Fighter Plus. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome. What are your thoughts on the name?
What?
You know the name?
What are your thoughts on the name Super
Amazing
Turbo
insight.
Turkey Fighter Plus?
Yeah, Super Ultra Turbo Fighter. Darn it! Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter
How am I the-
Plus.
How am I the only one who actually nails this name?
Because you made it up.
Yeah, I said it once. I'm like, oh, that sounds great.
That's why it's so challenging. I keep getting the turbo and the tourney flipped. So awesome. What are your thoughts on the name? Rolls right off the tongue, right?
It's a little long.
Okay, well, we can't shorten it because we already recorded stuff with it.
Yeah.
So all I'm looking for is like positive.
You can dub
information.
over it.
Dub over it. How many times did we say it? At least 15.
At least.
Just record one
Now
dub. And
I played, bammed the hell out of that name. Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus.
Huh?
So what I'm hearing is you want us to change the name to just Super Ultra Turbo Fighter Plus, or Super Ultra Turbo Tourney, or Super Ultra Turbo.
Whoa, Riley.
A lot
Slow
of
down.
turbos.
I think Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus works just fine.
Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus version
You
0.2.
did it! What? Wait, what did you say after the plus?
Version 0.2.
No.
You did it!
Riley, Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus is already an implied reboot of a canceled show. Alright? We don't need a reboot of the reboot.
See, I'm starting to get confused on the lore. Like, so we did a reboot. That was the original one. So is that like now a future episode now? Since I think we did a prequel to it?
No, like
Or is,
that. I guess
or
that
is it
could
a
be.
different reboot?
I consider that as more of like a precursor, a pilot. If
That was the pilot one? Oh my gosh! Then why? Okay, so what? So the one we just did, it had ketamine.
that
just
one was
poppin'.
like more serious. Okay, that one was like more like I guess grounded. Like the initial one we did, we had no idea what the hell we were doing.
Did we know what we were doing the last time? I was
We
going
had a
schizophrenic.
press. Okay,
Just
it was
saying, it
more
was terrible.
structured.
I couldn't remember the voices. I think I gave Poke a random whatever.
That's why we went back and re-listened to the voices we did. So
I
we could
definitely
remember.
biffed up the not the Sting. What's his name? The B guy.
I think his name is Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket. Yeah, of course. I keep forgetting. I want to keep calling him the Killer Bee, but I know that's wrong. Oh well.
The Killer Bee probably would have been a cooler name, but
Yeah, but
Yellow Jacket.
I think-
Yellow Jacket fits the vibe of Super Ultra Turbo
Yeah.
Fighter.
See, I think Killer Bee. I just keep thinking of Naruto. That's why I
Yeah.
keep thinking Killer Bee.
Is that why you gave him like a ghetto gangster?
That's what I
guy?
tried to do. Just think about it. The Yellow Jacket just sounds like somebody that's like gangster-ish.
It does.
And then
It does sound like a gangster name.
if he shows up and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm the Yellow Jacket. I wear a yellow jacket.
My name is Yellow
Oh,
Jacket.
my name's Yellow Jacket. I wear this yellow jacket to school."
Jacket.
I
like ponies.
What? Oh my gosh!
Meanwhile,
He rips the yellow
Riley
jacket off.
Stone's like, yo, my name is Yellow Jacket. I'ma hit you with my swag.
Oh my gosh! I can't wait to
Gross.
see what you do with that.
I can't wait to see what I do.
Yeah, that's definitely a future project. May I say, probably something summer to later. Probably later.
Well, I'll try.
Yeah, you still gotta finish Brawl. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We still gotta finish Keep Talking, Don't Explode. We'll have to do that at some point. We're
We
going,
still have to finish that game.
yeah, we gotta finish the game so that I could probably start editing. I'm just getting back to editing podcasts. Thinking about editing extra stuff on top. Poofda. Okay, well I think we've had a great podcast. So let's figure out our next topic and then wrap it up. Anybody have a topic for next time? Or should I pull up my list?
You have a list?
Yeah, at the start I made a list just in case everybody didn't have anything. I haven't used it a lot, but
Yeah, because we always came up with something.
exactly. Yeah.
Until now.
Sure, I'll consult the list.
What?
Oh my
The
gosh.
list protest.
So on my list I have left-hand mouse users.
Ah.
That only applies to you, Riley. So
I don't
I'd say
use
let's
the
go with
left-hand.
it.
What? Let's go with it.
Left-hand mouse users, next podcast.
Okay. Well, I don't use my mouse on my left hand, but yeah, I do have a story about it.
The only left-handed one here.
Just because I'm left-handed doesn't mean I use the mouse on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah,
do
you
have a
keep
story
going.
about it, so I'll tell you guys about it. Okay. So next time I guess we'll do a left-handed mouse. Left-hand mouse users. But yeah. Thank you all
Sounds
for
like a
watching
plan.
what?
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, sounds like a plan. I thought you like, what did you just say? What did you just say to me? Okay. Well, let's end it here with our goodbyes. Thanks for all for listening. I keep wanting to say watching, but thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Austin, say goodbye.
Oh, bye.
Okay.